It's our pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome you to the Institute of African Studies of Zhejiang University for us to see the meaning and importance of academic and intellectual exchange to enrich and to broaden and deepen China-Africa cooperation. You can see that the layout is just like the wall of Timbuktu or the city walls of Kano. Please join us inside and see how the whole place looks like. Welcome you to the Institute as we go inside. Come along with me. Yes, you can see the writings welcoming and showing you exactly what it is we do here. Institute of African Studies of Zhejiang University. We take you right inside. You see it here, boldly written. And we will want to welcome you to the inner side of the Kilimanjaro Hall. This is the latest hall and section of this institute. See what it looks like inside. It does everything depicts Africa. It looks so natural, and the motifs are designed to reflect Africa identity or the exchange between Africa and China. Come along with us inside. That's the hall. It's a meeting room, very comfortable for people to be here and discuss everything academic. See the little shelf of artifacts. You can see the small collection we have here. These are artifacts all from Africa. You can see the paintings all about Africa in different forms. We continue. This another large one, an African mask in a very elaborate and large format. Now we move to the next section, and that next section is China-Africa Exchange Museum. This museum is actually a place that displays as we go inside. We are going to see a display in the galleries of this museum, photos, artworks, artifacts that show the exchanges between the two worlds. The starting point is the cordial consent of Chinese and African political dignitaries to IAS-ZNU, that is Institute of African Studies, Zhejiang University. Here is the gallery. You can see President Xi Jinping many years ago with the Dean of Zhejiang. This was at the foundation and beginning of the institute. All these show the exchanges in politics, in education, in healthcare, in security, and every other aspect of relationship that Africa and China have had over the years. That is the whole gallery. That's why it is called the Exchange Museum. China-Africa Exchange Museum. Some years and chronicles of IAS-ZNU. They are well written out and displayed. These are African artifacts donated by African institutions, African governments, African museums, and even individuals. All of them show Africa and China exchanges. Here is 70 years of China-Africa cooperation on peace and security. Yes, without security or peace, we wouldn't move ahead. That is why IAS-ZNU, this institute, chronicles how far China and Africa have gone in cooperating to ensure global peace and security. We go back to show you some other ones, and these are all artifacts from Africa. These artifacts depict the old civilization and artworks, motives, and developments of the African thinking process. And this is a brief history of China-Africa exchanges, like we have always we've been telling you. Now we leave here and go to the next museum. Come along with us. This is the lobby, showing a lot of artworks and motifs. This is an artwork depicting even where Chairman Mao Zedong in his days, maybe 1940s or 50s, met with some African delegations. Over here, all artworks and signs of what the institution represents, Institute of African Studies. Now we go upstairs. Continuation of the works, and this is actually the African Museum. This museum is different from the China-Africa Exchange Museum. The difference is that the museum downstairs we showed you earlier shows facts or artifacts of exchange between Africa and China. But this is completely a museum of African artworks, antiquities, and artifacts. Let's go inside and see. These are tusks, carved African artworks. This cannot be the original thing, but it is to show or depict an elephant's tusk. So it's a symbol of royalty and power. It's used at the palaces of kings in most African places. So come along with us. And this is the screamer here. The vast sky and spacious territory allows a free mind. That's a Chinese adage that talks about openness and how we should pursue an open world, especially between Africa and China. So this place is all about the display of African artifacts. We move a little bit faster, show all this. Some of these artworks are as old as 500 years. This is, I don't want to touch it, it's forbidden. Some of these should be wood, some of them are bronze, like this. This should be bronze work. Most of the bronze artworks and antiquities from Africa are as old as 1,500 years old. So we go further. These are masks for masquerades. Here are fabrics. This is a door, a carved door. You can see it looks almost like the door through which we came into this gallery. So that door replicated something like this. Let's go further. These are chairs, most of them for ceremonies, most of them for royalty. So many of them here. So many, this is like the richest collection of African artifacts and antiquities outside Africa. And they were not stolen, unlike places you go to in Europe. You see thousands and thousands of African artifacts and antiquities where they were stolen. These ones were willingly given to this museum and to this institute by African, some universities, some communities, some individuals, some museums. So that's the difference between here and wherever else outside Africa where you will see a collection of African artifacts. These are arrows for warfare. Some are ceremonial too, some are for agriculture. I identified this very clearly. This should be from Ife bronze head from Nigeria. That should be about 1300 AD. So as we leave here, we take you to another part of the institute. These are plaques to show you the depth the cooperation. This is the model up here. This is a bookstand holding a publication or publications of different authors, Chinese authors, African authors. Some of them in Chinese language, some written in English, some in French language, and so on. So let's show you the library. Come along with us to the library. They show them huge collection of publications from different parts of the world, and essentially from China and Africa. These are so enriching, and they hold so much information, so much knowledge, so much enlightenment about Africa and China, about this institute that promotes China-Africa relations. We go to the next section. Even the floor makes some noise because new panel floor. The African work. The conference room. Hello. Yeah. That's the conference room of the institute. Hello. Of the dean and director general. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Professor Liu Huo.
Good afternoon, my brother. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We are pleased to meet you. Just
Yes,
taking
yes,
a
sir.
walk around the Institute of
Yes.
African Studies of this wonderful university.
Okay.
And we decided to pay you a visit, and maybe you say something to us.
Yes, welcome the amigo
Thank you, sir.
Ikana, my brother. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're my old friend.
Yes.
I studied in the Lagos University 35 years ago.
Yeah, wonderful.
We're together in Lagos and
Yes.
profession. I'm similar profession.
Yes.
Just last month I'm back to the Nigeria,
Yeah.
Horticultural University.
Yeah.
I'm going to exchange the Niger Theater
Mhm.
to see my professor E.G. Alagua.
Oh, Professor Laga.
Yeah.
A wonderful guy. He should be very old by now.
Yeah, well, he's more than 1992.
Wonderful.
But he's very well looking.
And you still remember to go and see your old teacher about 35 years ago?
Yeah.
That's exceptional.
I go to the neighbor village
Mhm.
to see and he's a pleasure to, and this time he gave me a job people's name, Amalata.
Amalata.
Amalata names back the people.
Okay.
Yes, I'm back to the
Yeah, the son that remembered to come back.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, Nigeria is my second home. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a student in the Nigerian University.
Thank you,
All
sir.
professor in the Nigeria is my teacher.
Mhm.
So I'm so pleased to come back here.
Thank you.
Okay,
Prof.
this year.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So,
yes, sir.
this institute has been around
Yeah.
by your effort. I think by your, do you assess it as having done well
Yes.
to make China-Africa relationship
Yes.
stronger?
Yes.
All right.
So we take the bridge,
All
take the
right.
bridge, introduce China
Mhm.
to the Africa,
Mhm.
and then introduce Nigeria, Africa into the China.
Thank you,
Yes,
Prof.
Okay.
My pleasure, sir. And through this, we are sure that you would have seen a little bit of this institute, and we invite you to come along and see more of it personally, physically, not on video. And you will be quite amazed about what you will see. Thank you so much. My name is Ikenna Ememu. I'm a journalist from Nigeria and director of communications and media of this institute. It's a pleasure talking to you.